dust falling slowly like memories I forgot to protect is still here. The hallway kept your shadow longer than I ever could. Your laughter faint and hollow floats like an old cassette mood. Everything is blurry except the shape of you. And you fade again, but somehow stay inside my chest like warm dust on my heart remains. Quiet traces you left in the rest. I can't wipe it away, I just let it stay. The heavy warmth of a yesterday. Soft guitar in the evening, same chords we used to play. I keep the door slightly open, hoping you'd come back someday. But the dust only settles deeper in the grave. It's not a stain, it's just a layer of us, covering the silence, turning into rust. And you fade again, but somehow stay inside my chest. Warm dust on my heart remains. Quiet traces you left, I can't wipe it away, I just let it stay. If time rewinds like a tape, I'd still lose you the same way. Rain on the window, soft as your voice, fading like seasons we couldn't hold. Under the streetlight, shadows fall slow. I hear our laughter from summers ago. Your worn out sweater, the smell of July, feels like a postcard that never arrives. Every warm moment is slipping from view, and I'm left walking the roads we once knew. I keep the pieces you left behind, like fading records that skip in time. Between the rain and us, there's a quiet we can't undo. Every step I take still echoes back to you. If the night grew kind, maybe you'd come back through. But the rain reminds me I'm still lost between the rain and you. Old yellow hallways, echoes of dawn, footsteps of memory still linger on. Coffee stained tables, notebooks we filled, dreams we believed in but never fulfilled. All of these fragments replay in my chest like films from the 70s was never at rest. I keep the pieces you left behind, like fading records that skip in time. Between the rain and dust, there's a quiet we can't undo. Every step I take still echoes back to you. If the night grew kind, maybe you would come back through. But the rain reminds me I'm still lost between the rain and you. Rain on the window, soft as your voice, fading, fading, nowhere to return. Frost on the window, tracing your name. A tiny heartbeat caught in the frame. We wrote little secrets on notebooks and sleeves. Dreams in the corners, the autumn would leave. Your quiet humming still floats in the air, warm as the sunlight we used to share. Now every morning I wake to the cold, finding the stories that never were told. All of the letters I couldn't send feel like the moments we couldn't mend. Letters on the window fade before they reach you. Everything I held still pulls me back into. If I close my eyes, I see the world we knew. But the frost keeps drawing the distance between me and you. Old silver benches are shadows at dawn, places we promised we'd never move on. Streetlights remember the jokes that we made. Even the echoes are starting to fade. Every soft whisper is breaking apart, leaving the pages that lived in my heart. Letters on the window fade before they reach you. Everything I held still pulls me back into. If I close my eyes, I see the world we knew. But the frost keeps drawing the distance between me and you. Frost on the window, tracing your name, slowly melting, slowly gone. Sunset on the rooftops, quiet as your name, drifting in the breeze we used to chase. Back in the alleys where daylight would fade, we drew our initials and promises made. Your amber laughter was warm as the sky. Now it's a whisper I keep deep inside. I touch the places we carved into time, hoping the sunlight would pull you to mind. But seasons turned without a sign, and I stayed waiting on the line where the sun used to rest. We said we'd never change, but even summer ends and love can rearrange. If I could hold that light, maybe you'd stay the same. But all I have are days where the sun used to rest again. Old wooden fences and tapes on rewind, songs from the 80s still circle my mind. You held the edges of every regret, smiling like someone I'd never forget. Even the dust on the records we kept feels like the moment your heartbeat had left. I trace the warmth you left behind, a fading echo in my mind where the sun used to rest. We said we'd never change, but even summer ends and love can rearrange. If I could hold that light, maybe you'd stay the same. But all I have are days where the sun used to rest again. Sunset on the rooftops calling your name, but all that answers is the quiet we became. Soft morning light spills over the floor, yet everything feels quieter than before. Coffee still steaming but colder somehow. Your empty chair is a silence too loud. We traced our laughter on calendars past, believing the seasons would always last. Heavy and slow, carrying memories, nowhere to go. I keep replaying our golden days, like worn out tapes that softly fray. Morning without your name feels like the world forgot. Every familiar place echoes the love we lost. If I could turn back time, hold you before the frost. But every dawn begins a morning without your name across. Old vinyl spinning a song you adored, scratches and static you never ignored. Your faded sweater still hangs by the door, holding the warmth that isn't here anymore. Every small moment reminds me again, love doesn't leave, it just changes its frame. I keep replaying our golden days, like worn out tapes that softly fray. Morning without your name feels like the world forgot. Every familiar place echoes the love we lost. If I could turn back time, hold you before the frost, but every dawn begins a morning without your name across. Soft morning light spills over the floor, still waiting quietly for something more. Evening turns blue, humming your tune, a soft reminder, rising too soon. We walk the alleys where linens would glow, talking of futures we never would know. Your quiet breathing beside me at night felt like a promise that always felt right. Now all the echoes return in a rush, leaving my heartbeat alone with the hut. Every goodbye hung in the air like fading colors you used to wear. Hiding in the blue of evening, I still look for traces of you. Shadows on the walls form shapes we once knew. If I could reach the past, maybe I'd make it through. But I'm still standing here, hiding in the blue of evening too. Old radio static brings back your song, soft like the comfort of staying too long. We kept our secrets in corner cafes, hoping the world wouldn't steal away. Now even sunsets feel colder than then, painting the streets where we used to begin. Every goodbye hung in the air like fading colors you used to wear. Hiding in the blue of evening, I still look for traces of you. Shadows on the walls form shapes we once knew. If I could reach the past, maybe I'd make it through. But I'm still standing here, hiding in the blue of evening too. Evening turns blue, humming your tune, fading softly, fading from view. drifting on the breeze. We ran through summer barefoot and free, leaving our stories along the concrete. Your shadow dancing beside my own, bright as the days we thought we'd never outgrow. Every warm moment still circles my mind, soft as a memory refusing to unwind. We didn't know how fast time flies, holding those days with open eyes. Sunlight on the schoolyard still keeps me close to you, even if life has changed and seasons shifted too. If I could touch that glow, I'd walk those days anew. But all I have are frames with sunlight leading back to you. Old wooden benches, names we engraved, promises written we never could save. You chased the daylight that fell on the lawn. I kept the echoes long after you'd gone. Every small detail returns in a wave, painting the youth that we tried hard to save. We didn't know how fast time flies, holding those days with open eyes. Sunlight on the schoolyard still keeps me close to you, even if life has changed and seasons shifted too. If I could touch that glow, I'd walk those days anew. But all I have are frames with sunlight leading back to you. Sunlight on the schoolyard, soft and warm and true, a quiet reminder of the youth I shared with you. Streetlights flicker softly, humming in the air. I walk the same roads, wishing you were there. Your footsteps linger on corners we knew, shadows of moments still pulling me through. The shops by the station, the bench by the trees, carry the whispers you left in the breeze. Even the pavement remembers your name, soft as the heartbeat I try to reclaim. I trace the night we used to roam, searching for signs that lead me home. Evening walks without you feel lighter than before. Maybe the healing's quiet, but reaching a little more. If I keep moving forward, I'll find what I'm looking for. Still every fading light reminds me of the nights we wore. Old neon lights for signs that lead me home. Evening walks without you feel lighter than before. Maybe the healing's quiet, but reaching a little more. If I keep moving forward, I'll find what I'm looking for. Still every fading light reminds me of the nights we wore. Streetlights flicker softly, humming in the air. And I'm still learning how to breathe without you there. The last train hums softly, rolling through the cold, carrying stories we never got to hold. I sit on the platform, watching the lights fade like the promise we lost in the night. Your quiet farewell still rings in my ear, soft as a memory, standing too near. Every small heartbeat reminds me again. Not every ending can tell you when. We love like echoes through an empty hall, hoping the world would never let us fall. The last train from yesterday still pulls me back to you, even if time has shifted and blurred the things we knew. If I could write it backwards, I'd find our moments true. But all that's left tonight is the last train passing through. The old metal benches remember our name, scratched in the corner, untouched by the rain. Your shadow lingers on windows of blue, warm as the stories we wished would renew. Even the silence is heavy and kind, holding the fragments you left behind. We love like echoes through an empty hall, hoping the world would never let us fall. The last train from yesterday still pulls me back to you, even if time has shifted and blurred the things we knew. If I could write it backwards, I'd find our moments true. But all that's left tonight is the last train passing through. The last train hums softly, rolling through the cold, taking the pieces of us still left untold. The small light in the window glows through the night, soft as the hope we kept out of sight. Even if distance has settled its way into the corners of all we couldn't say, your gentle laughter still reaches my heart, faint as a whisper, refusing to part. I hold the mornings we painted in gold, keep them close as the seasons unfold. Not every story ends in the dark. Some leave a spark, a quiet mark. There's a small light left for you, burning soft and slow. Even if we're parted in ways we couldn't know, if time should bring you peace, that's all I need to know. I'll keep that little light in the place we used to grow. I remember the shade of your peace, your faded sweater, the sound of your sigh, warm as the dawn after saying goodbye. All of the moments we couldn't replace live like a lantern in some hidden space. Not every story ends in the dark. Some leave a spark, a quiet mark. There's a small light for you, burning soft and slow. Even if we're parted in ways we couldn't know, if time should bring you peace, that's all I need to know. I'll keep that little light in the place we used to grow. The small light in the window glows through the night, soft as the promise that we'll be alright.